Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to CrackPack. Today I thought we'd kind of pick up a little bit from where we left off in the previous episode, where we were attempting to get the fisheries and the traps working. Now I actually have now figured out the problem with each of those. Now our little animal trap, that seems to be working quite well. We've got a grain bait in there, but it appears to be getting us turkey and eggs and bones and beef, so that's all good, and feathers, so that's working. Unfortunately the stuff doesn't seem to stack in here, so we will have to kind of pull it out periodically, but I just kept making a load of bait, and yeah, we've been doing all right with that. The fish bait and the fishery, what I'd actually got a bit wrong with that is the fact that both of those actually need to be in the middle of at least a 3x3 square bit of water. So the fishery, or the fish thingy, is actually working quite well also. So we've been gathering up a nice amount of fish in there, and also, as you can see, this has also been ticking over quite nicely. So what I might do actually is just dump the rest of the fish bits in here, because it should all stack nicely in theory, but it looks like we're also getting a few sort of random items as well. Let's just move these up a little bit. So yeah, we're starting to get a few little bits. So you can see with that now, that is actually sort of working. I think it's possibly run out of power, which it has. Let's go get a little more coal for this. We'll take that stack and pop that in there. So we do need to look at getting a better sort of source of power for that, so we just need to wait for that to start building up again, and there you go, you can see the work on that. So it's about 45 seconds roughly, and it will then sort of spit out through the little hole at the top, which is going straight into that chest there. So we just need to keep an eye on the durability on our rod, and we've got a couple of rods in the chest. So we've got another normal fishing rod, and we've got a iron fishing rod, which should last a little bit longer than the other one as well, but that will kind of keep ticking its little way up just as that starts to generate power. And that is those two working rather nicely, methinks. So let us go and stick our food into the fridge. I don't think we've got any. We got chicken, or we have got chicken in here. Eggs we haven't. Let's stick our eggs, our beef and our turkey into this one here. And our feathers, that can go in there like so. And I don't think I've got one for bones at the moment. No. So we'll just pop that into the mob drops. Now I am out of string, so we are going to need to go harvest a bit more string. But our little garden, that's coming along quite nicely. Our little Pam's garden. Everything seems to be growing just fine in there. If we can actually get over there. There we go. So we've got plenty of things growing here. Let's gather the cotton, I think, while we're here, because we do need that for the string, for the bait, for the traps. Have we got any more in here? Oh, we have got lots. Excellent. So that should give us... no, it's 3x3, isn't it, we need for that. But that should give us a bunch of string back, which is good. So we can go and stick that away, and that means that we can carry on making our bait, keeping our traps going. Should actually get... Oh, there we go. That's not bad. 50 string. Can't really complain at that, can we? You could just go in there for the sake. Now, I am also, as you probably can see, I'm holding the Lexica Botanica, which means that we are going to go and have a little play over at Random's little Botanica place, because I was looking through at the flora that you can actually make, and I was seeing a couple of possible plants that we might be able to help create that will actually help random get more mana. Or this is the plan anyway. So I do want to put that in there, and we do need some of this because we need to make some living wood, which I don't think, hopefully it doesn't need to be all facing up the right way. We'll find out in a sec. But we do need to make some living wood for the thing that we're actually looking to make, or part of what we're looking to make anyway. And don't think, oh, there's a whole bunch there anyway. Well, never mind. Well, we've made some. But what I want to try and make is there's two flowers. We have the begonia, which is something that we can actually help with the bees that we've actually got. Hopefully this will, where we've got a glut of bees, we can actually turn those into mana. Or the other one that I was looking at was the Endoflame, and the Endoflame is a plant that will actually absorb any kind of combustible materials and turn those into mana. So it won't work with anything like lava buckets because it has a byproduct, so if there's anything left over that won't work, but I'm assuming stuff like coal or wood or anything like that. Oh, there we go. That does appear to be working just fine. Excellent. Yeah, it's saying here that it can only hold fuel the equivalent to that of 4 times a block of coal. So hopefully we'll be able to let's have a look. What's it saying? Endoflame is often the Botania's first foray into the proper automable active generating floor. It would be best not to leave it to its manual usage forever. Okay. So yeah, so I'm thinking what we will do, we're going to make this open crate, and that is a natural apparatus. Open crate is basically dead simple. It's just like an upside down hopper made out of living wood. So I'm kind of thinking let's gather this up, and we'll stick a bit more stone down to make some more living rock, because I think we're probably going to need a few more what do we call it? Mana pools for Monsieur Random. So hopefully we should have, yeah, there's enough there to do another. 3, 4, 5, 6, oh, 6, 7. Let's take that one back. And 8. There we go. So we need to get him some more stone, but that's cool. So hopefully we should just be able to do the normal crafting bench. Let's do that. Upside down like so. And not. Okay. Ooh, now this is something here that we are learning about Botania. So what is this thing that we need to do this in? It's definitely living wood planks, and we've actually got just living wood, I think, haven't we? There we go, living wood planks. So let's stick the actual living wood back in there, and hopefully now this should work. There we go. So that's the open crate, and we'll stick the planks into there like so. Okay, so now we actually need to make the flower itself. So it's the first time I've actually had a go at doing any kind of Botania. So for that we need mystical light grey petal, red petal, 2 brown petals, and some mana powder. And that will make us that. So what have we got in the way of petals? Have we got any light grey? Yep, there we go. So we've got a light grey. It was 2 brown. Okay, so we do need... There we go. Let's put that back into there. So it's 2 brown, a bit of red, and mana powder. So red petal and mana powder. Now we can use any petal, I believe, for this. Let's not use the blue one because we've only got one of those, or the cyan. How many have we got here? One magenta petal. Got lots of purple flowers, so why don't we take those, put the petal away, grab the pestle and mortar, wherever we've stored that. Where are you, Mr. Pestle and Mortar? There it is. Let's put our purple flower in there. Put you back in there. We need to drop our floral powder into some mana, which is the least full one, probably this one. So I believe just press Q. There we go, that gives us our mana powder. So now we need to use our little pool here. So why don't we just get everything we need onto our bar. Okay, so you, and you. And hopefully stuff will happen. Are we missing something? What are we missing? Why don't you appear to be generating? We have to do something? Do we need our sticky thing? So we've got everything. Seeds, of course. We have a seed. There we go. One Endoflame. So we can put that down. Where should we put that? That's the Gorma Realis there. I see. I don't know whether this is a flower that sort of needs sort of to be on this this stuff, whatever it is, the enchanted soil. I don't think so, but it's not particularly expensive to make. So we need it to be near the mana spreader. So why don't we put you there like so? And we'll just go and grab a little bit of the wood that we picked up. Let's grab the logs. Plenty of logs because we went and did a load of farming. Grab our open crate. Hopefully we should be able to put that there, open crate there. Let's grab back this wood and into the open crate. How do we put things into the open crate? It's got to go in through a hopper, hasn't it? Let's go and grab ourselves a hopper. I think we've got a chest already. I've gone completely the wrong way, but never mind. I'm pretty sure you have to feed it in via a hopper. And I'm hoping that we have one made. If not, it's not a problem. Probably in this one. Alternatively in this one. Not seeing one. Okay. No bother. We can quickly knot one together. Sure, we've got a bunch of... Come on. Bunch of chests, haven't we? Yeah, there we go. Chest. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That in there like so. I'm pretty sure we have chests in randoms chests, if that makes any sense whatsoever, which we can use to feed the wood into. I think it was in this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if we get up here, let's go hopper. Just break that there rubber leaf. Stick the chest there. Stick the wood in there. There we go. You can see that drops those down on there, and you can see that's busy burning those up. And what that should then do is be generating mana. But maybe it's not quite close enough to the mana spreader. Maybe. Is that working? Oh no, there you go. It is feeding in, or is that just feeding off of me just then? It might have been feeding off of me. Right, let's grab the axe. Why don't we reposition this to here? Grab back our chest. And let's go doink, doink. You there. Let's get our hopper. And our chest. Stand on here, I think it's probably going to be easier. So, hopper. Chest. Wood. Grab this back. Hopefully now. See, that's not picking up, is it? That's not going into the mana spreader. Why is that not working? Let's go and get our sticky thing that random made us. The name of which escapes me. I'm going to have a look and see maybe then what, if anything, is or isn't happening with that. So in our tools, we have our Wand of the Forest. Is it Wand of the Forest? Yeah. This should enable us to see what, if anything, is actually going on with this flower. So I believe it should be gathering. Ah, there we go. Look, it is doing stuff. That's better. So yeah, we can see that is working. There we go. Are they now linked? Endoflame. They're here. So I think it must be picking something up from them, because I think it's just feeding straight off there as it goes. But that's good. It's another, let's have a look, that's nearly full anyway. So I think now we're actually hearing the fact that this is actually doing something, aren't we? So it appears to be burning it. That appears to be now feeding mana. It's not coming from anything else. So I'm guessing that that must be down to the little Endoflame plant that we've made. So again, pretty easy. Any combustible stuff. So I'm guessing maybe even gunpowder might work in this, but certainly wood, coal, any other kind of combustible materials that we've got lying around. That should take those and actually burn them up. Let's have a look. Is that all empty now? Don't think you can actually see what's in there, but it's just sitting there quite happily, just kind of munching through that wood. You can find a way of actually putting a delay onto this. Let's have a quick look, and how can we do the delay on it? Okay, so we can give it a redstone signal. It prevents it from being caught by flowers for around 10 seconds more than usual. Okay, so that doesn't actually slow down the rate of drop as such, but it does seem to work. So, you know, it's slow, but it appears to be actually sending some mana. So yeah, happy. We've actually made something that works in Botania, and that is, oh goodness, wrong button. That's our very first kind of little sort of Botania thing other than making a sort of load of chests and stuff around them. So yeah, thought we'd kind of have a little go. Why not, while we're here? Hopefully Random will appreciate the little bit of effort that we've actually made for this. Now, we probably could have used a dropper in the same way as he has for the Glomarulus, but kind of thought let's try an open crate as well. It's just another sort of little Botania tool that you can actually use, which is good. But there we go. I think we shall call it an episode at that point. But thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care.